Samsung's new semiconductor fab being built in Taylor, Texas is a sight to behold. In this new era of industrial policy and the buildup of domestic semiconductor manufacturing, one often hears complaints about how expensive it is to build in the US or the difficulty of getting things done. The Semiconductor Industry Association reported that the U.S. was not a cost-competitive location based primarily on labor costs and the level of government incentives. But you don't hear the complaints coming from this part of the country. And while the sheer scale of the site was impressive, they always do things bigger in Texas. I took away 3 messages around the significance of this project. The Taylor site is a $17 billion investment, part of more than $47 billion the company has invested in the U.S. since arriving here in 1978. Over the planned project duration, the company could potentially build multiple fabs here as a secondary cluster to their Austin site. Construction was going on in parallel on an array of supporting buildings for chemical and gas supplies, a utility building, an office building, the manufacturing facility, and a parking garage. In addition, there is also a massive back house infrastructure going in, including bulk gas facilities, a water reclamation facility, and an electrical substation. The soil type in Williamson County where Taylor is located is predominantly clay, hence the manufacturing facility and main buildings are suspended from shafts drilled into the ground so that vibration can be eliminated on the floors. That meant drilling 20,000 holes and setting piers 110 feet into the ground. That meant a huge amount of concrete, supplied by 5 on-site batch plants to make 650,000 cubic yards of concrete. A Union Pacific rail line adjacent to the site was used to bring in 2.7 billion pounds of aggregate. The 1,200-acre site is almost twice as large as Samsung's flagship Pyeongtaek campus in South Korea. And the vision for this site is to be vertically integrated and self-reliant as much as possible, much as they are in Korea. It's easy to be awed by the scale of this construction project. As we drove around the site, I saw giant 14-foot diameter specialized exhaust ducts. They are made in nearby Belton in a partnership Samsung helped set up between a Korean company and a local firm. I was told that the best way to make sure our needs are met is to develop a local industry that would be able to support us. We've done that with a handful of key things where we can see a capability that exists significantly or to a greater extent in Korea. As a result, Samsung's Taylor project is potentially bringing nearly a dozen companies to Texas with this U.S. expansion. The Williamson County Economic Development Partnership, Wilco EDP, recently opened an office in Korea to court other companies to establish operations in the county.